Good afternoon. I am going to a event by Lux and City. It's a creative event. It's supposed to be for like fashion meets film kind of thing. So I guess it's kind of a event for filmmakers and fashion people to meet each other kind of thing. Somebody sent me the invite a few weeks ago. And then by the time I got to it, there was like a bunch of RSVPs that were free. By the time I got to it, it's $20. I'm like, okay, $20, so I'm definitely going. It's downtown. Yeah. So I've been out. I went and got my breakfast. I'm going to put on some beauty oil because I astringent. I use toner on my face, or you know, the Clinique clarifying lotion. That's not lotion, but it's like a toner. Because during the summer when it's hot and I come back and I'm all sweaty, I put that on just to kind of cleanse the skin. So I put that on. Let's get this off my chest. But my face was feeling kind of like I needed some moisture. And as we know, this is a dry oil, so. Yeah, so I was out. I got a breakfast burrito from Sergio, who's opening up a store. Soft opening is next week. AZ Chef Sergio on Facebook. I'm not sure his name on Instagram. Since I won't be able to go because it's like between 8 and 1, I went today. And I thought it was going to be a bad day because I get there and I realized I did not have any money on me. Because when I went out last, I had taken the cards out of my pocket and didn't put them back before I left the house. So I was like, I didn't have my driver's license. Luckily, nothing happened. I was like, oh my goodness. And luckily, because I've been a customer, has been going there forever, they know I'm good for it. So they gave it to me. So that's why I've been going to them forever, because like I said, I didn't expect it. I was willing to come back to the house, and so next time I go, I'm gonna give them, you know, extra. I'm trying to make sure I can get this oiliness, that oil that went down my eyebrow. That's why if you see me keep doing that. My eyebrows are looking pretty decent today, if I don't say so myself. So, eyes are from the Lash Step eyeshadow palette. That looks like, you've seen Makeup by Mario's. It pretty much looks like his neutrals palette. I was thinking, is it neutrals? Not even, I don't know if it's considered neutrals. There's a bunch of browns, there's one black, and there's one white. Okay, so now that I did all that, let's go in with the e.l.f. My mother just texted me. Let me see if I can get this off without messing up the video. I got 100 subscribers. I don't know if I've said that before, so she was congratulating me that on that. So yeah, even though I just did all that, we're gonna put on primer and the T-zone because I'm combo oily. So the outside I'm gonna leave alone. I'm basically just focusing on my center. I was not gonna do foundation today. I was just gonna do concealer, bronzer, blush, eyeshadow, maybe lashes. But I really didn't say what I was gonna do today because literally my card that I wrote down, really, you see how all that's empty. A little bit on the back. I was like, okay, the lips, I had the lips written down for sure what I wanted to wear. Because if it's a fashion kind of thing, I was like, okay, I'm not the most fashionable, but a red lip is always fashionable. So I was like, I was definitely gonna be that. I'm wearing that dress right there. So I was gonna sell that dress. I've never worn it anywhere. And then I kept trying clothes because somebody had commented, somebody was like, what are you supposed to wear to this? And somebody said, like, you're walking down a runway. I'm not fashionable. I have learned to dress better than I have in the past. I don't know if that's hitting 40s, 45. I have a lot of dresses. So I was gonna wear a linen outfit, pants, and a top. But the pants I need to get mended. Is that the word? We're gonna go with that. Tailored. And I was using double-sided tape to kind of do it. And I'm like, I don't have the patience to do all this. So, and then I was going to steam it as well. I'm like, I don't have the patience for all that. So I'm like, let me look at my dresses. And even though I shaved earlier this week, I'm like, my underarms aren't like shave. So that dress is fine. It's not, everything won't be out like it is like this. And it's not like my arms are ever up like that. So somebody look under my arms. So that dress is fine though. Yeah, it'll be fine. So of the dresses I have not worn that I was going to sell, I'm like, oh, that turns out that looks kind of nice. I was gonna wear a bodysuit under it that I bought from Walmart last night. But that bodysuit's by Jockey. I didn't realize it literally says no compression. So it holds you in, but it's not shaping anything. So that's kind of one to lay around the house, just wear under something kind of, it's not the kind you wear if you're trying to hold, you're trying to definitely, you know, tighten, keep shit in. Because the sizes they had for other ones, not Jockey, but other brands, I was like, I don't think this one is gonna fit me. So, but, and I don't think you can really try them in the store. I don't know, it's Walmart. You know, Walmart has interesting rules about things. But, you know, usually you can still return almost anything at Walmart. Like, did I do my eyebrows earlier? They're kind of oily now because, like I said, I was in the sun. So after the burrito, I was like, okay, I'm gonna get this burrito, and then my contacts were ready. So I was gonna go get my contacts, my sample contacts, and that didn't happen. I was watching X-Men, the original X-Men, 1, 2, and 3, and I fell asleep on the couch. I knew I was gonna fall asleep at one point. I just set an alarm, and I turned over, kept resetting the alarm, and then finally about 1:30, I was like, okay, I gotta go, even though it's hot, and I don't like to leave my house after noon during the summer, unless it's at night. So, yeah. So that late start, and so I went and got my contacts, literally just picking them up. I don't know why they can't send you the samples. You have to literally go get them. So I had to drive 30 minutes to go get them. And then there's a beauty store next door that I've noticed before, but it's never been opened or just recently opened. So I was like, oh, let me go in there. And then I spent like an hour or two in there, which just looking around, because they have stuff that, like non-American stuff, so beauty brands. So I was like, oh, maybe something I'll see in there that I've heard about but could not get here in America. They had stuff in Canada, Australia, Latvia. I was like, okay. So that was interesting. I took some pictures, took some video. The ladies were real nice, so I'm gonna do a reel to show y'all what they have up in there. And the return policy is like 30 days. So I'm like, okay. I made sure to ask that before I left. Let me move this down a little. So, yeah, I was in there longer than I planned, and then, so I was like, I need to get back. I haven't had time to take a shower, but I've cooled down. I'm not smelly, it's just summer, you know, you're just hot and you just feel hot. So I had the AC and the fan on. Now I just have the fan on because, you know, you can't hear a damn thing otherwise. So I'm going to put on Danessa, the tint. I'm going to put on very little. And I know I always say that, but I'm going to put on very little because I don't want to, like I said, my plan was not to use any at all, so. So, yeah. Because it still is hot, it's humid. I don't know the temperature. It was supposed to be 108, I think, at one point. I couldn't get my thing to work, the app, that part of the app to work, or Google wasn't. But the whole thing was kind of slow, me trying to find what the temperature was before I started recording, because it's humid as well, so. So I was like, okay, so last time I went out, what makeup did I have on? I don't even know what makeup I had on. which didn't do bad at all. It's just, I'm like, it's hot. I don't need to wear all this makeup, which I know. So that's why I'm like, tint just a little bit, kind of even out, because my face gets, like, around this time of day, it gets bronzier anyway, but still uneven. It's kind of what I'm trying to do, even out the tone. So you see how that's, again, that's a little. And with this tint, it's supposed to kind of color correct. You're not required to use the color corrector. Right, just got this out. So I washed it this morning, so I was like, okay, and I set it down. It's hot, but it wasn't hot enough. It's still damp. Sometimes it's so hot, like I could wash brushes in the morning, and by the time I use them to go out, they will be good. Okay. I said simple. Fenty. Yeah, no, this is the same shade, but still. But yeah, so I went to go get my shades, went to the beauty store next door, so I got back kind of later than I planned. And then tried a few outfits because I still hadn't made up my mind. And then I was like, let me go into the pile of the ones, not a pile, but I literally have a kind of a divider in my closet of what I was going to sell. So I was like, let me look over there to see if something in there. I could have used a different concealer instead of what I'm doing. It's still kind of blending in a little while. Looks fine. And see if one of those outfits will work. And here we are with that one. It looks real nice. And so I definitely want to get shapewear from Shaper Mint. It's a bodysuit, but it actually holds you in. Because that bodysuit, I did try it on with that. And you can't see the yellow dress, maybe part of the yellow dress, which I wore to a last fashion event. I was going to wear the bodysuit with that. I would just have to pull the top down a little bit so it wasn't showing. Because the yellow one cuts down pretty kind of low on the boobs. It's very nice. I could wear a strapless so I could wear a regular bar with it. But with the bodysuit, it wasn't going down enough. But it was doing the job of keeping me any friction. My thighs were rubbing together. That's what the bodysuit was doing. And even though I haven't figured out, you know, I'm going to pee in it, but it's a nice bodysuit. So I definitely will wear it on days where I'm just wearing like one of my dresses. I just need something under it kind of thing, and not snatching. So I'll probably call my mother either later or tomorrow. So I was thinking about last night. I was like, when is the last time I talked to her? She used to talk either every day or every 2 days, so she knew I was alive. But yeah, I was like, I hadn't talked to her in a second. I have nothing there. Usually I'm there blending. So I was like, what's going on? I did put some there though. And the place where it is like, it comes up on a map. I'm like, it's in a building somewhere, and I'm like, I've never been to this place, but it keeps bringing it up to this building. I'm like, okay. And helps that it will still be daylight at 6:30 because I'm like, and then when it's over, I think it's 8:30, I'm like, okay, it'll still be kind of light enough because I'm like, where am I going? So I kind of want that bronzy look. Like I said, I would have done all this regardless if I used I do see that foundation. And my hair's a good length right now, so. When I went to leave to go west, I'm like, so there's trash in the hallway. They don't pick up trash on Friday, Saturday. I'm like, gotten emails about it. So that means being 107, whatever, and your trash is out for no reason. I'm like, okay. I don't want flies. I already have a mosquito problem. I don't want flies because of somebody else's trash. So somebody had it in a bin on one side, and there was a bag of trash, not in front of my door, but it was on the side. So when I come out my apartment, it was over here. I'm like, that's not my trash. I don't want it to be associated that it's my trash because I put my trash in front of my door, across, like literally across the wall. And then my wall neighbor, his trash is on, when he comes out, it's right there. And I'm like, it's in the bin, but it's still out on the day they don't pick up trash. So I took pictures and then I went to the office because I'm like, I am not getting another freaking notice about this. And when y'all actually start charging, if you're not charging already, I'm like, I'm not getting charged for something that I did not do. I'm like, what is so hard about putting trash in front of your door or taking it to the dumpster because it's not a pickup day? I'm like, I don't understand. What is so hard about that? I'm like, yeah. I'm like, I literally did not have this problem in the last apartment I lived in the hallway. We didn't have this problem. So I'm like, what is it about these people over here? The disrespect. The hallway, it is hot. In the trash. Does it need to smell? Do I need to put some onions out there and other stuff nobody wants to smell? It just makes no sense. Why they keep doing it? So I was like, no. I'm just letting you know. So I'm like, if I get another freaking notice about this, I'm gonna have a hell of a day. And she was like, y'all should get together and the person who's doing it. I'm like, I don't know who's doing it. And so I'm like, you know, all the other neighbors and I should get together. I'm like, but I don't know who's doing it for us to get together. And I don't talk to my neighbors. Like, if you ask me what they look like, it's like a Caucasian couple, and there's another couple that may be Hispanic. I say this because they played loud, kind of Cuban Hispanic music on occasion. Less so when I first moved in. I'm not saying that other races do not play that kind of music, but I've also heard speaking Spanish going in and out of that apartment, so that's why I say that. Yeah, I don't know what they look like. Like I said, if I had a lineup, I would not be able to tell you what they look like at all. I know my next door neighbor, and then I know the couple who have 3 kids. They may have a grandchild now, or she had another baby, I don't know. I'm like, there's another baby that's been coming in and out over there. I'm like, whose child is that? So I'm like, and they don't even, I barely see them now. Maybe I hear the kids sometimes, because I think that's who I heard right now. But they, during the summer, I've noticed they don't come out till like maybe 7. I'll hear them in the hall versus usually all times a day. Like in the morning, what have you. So I don't know what's going on with them. But anyway, I'm like, I'm not going to get into this with these people. We're going to go with KVD. For sure, I was going to use this. That was on my breakdown of what I'm using. I'm dipping back in. I have some in my hand, so I'm just putting it from there. Wipe the finger off. Which makes my finger very red now. Then go in the other shade, the lighter shade, and then I'll put that towards the beginning. And that one I forgot to tap off on my hand. So kind of like that. So I can try that blush challenge if I'm not getting another blush out. But I can do that for this. I'm using this. So I might try to do that. I'm gonna use this brush to kind of blend. And this is a foundation brush. I'm just using it for this purpose. See, my skin's looking very kind of golden. I like how it looks like that, so I can kind of get the edges there. Yeah, I'm not gonna be fashionably late because it's only like 2 hours, and I paid my money for 2 hours. Give me 1 second. Let's see if we can get this. Yes. So it helps when I go like that instead of. But I'm not gonna. I don't know how these people are. They're gonna be on time or not, because fashion people are usually late. But again, it's only 2 hours. So I'm like, how late are y'all gonna be? I guess you're talking about something about Fashion Week. I'm like, what the fuck hell is Fashion Week? Because I'm like, I know, because if I wore the yellow dress, I wore that to Fashion Week in April of 2022. And I looked at the photo and I wore a red lip. I do my makeup better now, but I look okay. And I'm not wearing what shoes did I wear to that? I don't know. There's a lot of walking at the fashion because it's at a nice, I don't remember what it's called, but basically everybody ended up having to park down the street kind of thing, and so you had to walk up a hill kind of to where the place is. I want to say Chateau Luxe, something like that. Like I said, it's been 2 years. But there's walking involved, so definitely I didn't have heels on. And I figure I tried on the heels I have, and I just like my feet. No, I can't stand in these heels for 2 hours. So I'm not wearing those. I'm wearing the flats that I usually wear with a little embellishment. I need some other ones, but until I get those, hopefully a 4th of July sale somewhere. Macy's has a lot of shoe sales. Okay, that's that. I'm gonna take this and let's pick a good side. I need a foundation side. I'm just blending the edges kind of, and then the side with the contour at the bottom. I'm gonna do that. I'm gonna go up. Okay. So I did put some right there, and because T-zone, regardless if I actually put any concealer there. Like the warmth in my apartment right now without the AC on. Just this fan. I'm not hot, but it's very warm. So I'm gonna do another video don't know if next week, in July, I'll just say in July, of my favorite products and kind of a how-to kind of thing, because somebody requested it. So that's going to be a long video. I'm just warning y'all now, that's going to be a long video of me doing all the steps. I'm probably not going to do the eyebrows on camera because eyebrows take forever. And I don't always clean up my eyebrows, as we see. So, because I care less about that than other people. So, pretty much 98% of the time I don't clean up my eyebrows. And if I do, again, it takes too long. I see people in their videos, to me, that's way too long to be doing that. To me, doing eyeshadow is long enough. So, yeah. Again, I'm not an expert. I'm still learning. But kind of from where I was to where I am, kind of with the products, my favorite products that I own, because some I either used up all of, or I don't have anymore, or I can't afford. So I may mention something that I would like, but I can't afford, or until whatever sale comes along, kind of thing. So I'm not gonna buy everything that I like. Like, there's a Dior, the Dior Glow foundation, and then Dior, the other one, not the body one, but the matte one. Which one I'm in 6.5 and the other one I'm in 7N. Which makes no sense. 6.5N is the Glow and 7N. I wonder if I'm 6.5 in the Glow as well. No. I'm 6.5N in the Glow and I'm 7N in the regular matte foundation. That's a great foundation. However, I don't need to pay all that money for that foundation. I'm like, I don't like paying a lot for a lot of foundations, so that's why usually a sale is when you'll see me buy it. Either a sale or, like I said, I don't need all these foundations for me. Like the summer here is like 8 months of the year. It's hot. Like pretty much April, you can kind of get away with maybe a full face, but it's still 80s and 90s in April. And then it's hot until October, like literally the last weekend of September, it's still like 98 degrees. And I know that because when I used to make short films, we would always shoot that last weekend of September. And so I would always look to see what the temperature is going to be so we can shoot that last weekend. It was always like 97, 98 degrees. So it's that warm in Phoenix until then. And then October, okay, it's 90s. And then November, finally, it starts dropping. So if it's hot all the time, it's like, unless it's a matte foundation, a foundation that's Longwear. You see, she just put that tint on. Like, tint. So if I'm not, imagine if I'm not wearing it that often, because, and then I work from home a lot, it's stuff lasts for a while. So I don't need to buy a bunch of stuff that I'm not going to wear. So that's why it'll be things that I use often, or, you know, my wish list kind of thing. Like if somebody was like, hey, this person wants to give you a Sephora Ulta gift card kind of thing. You know, what would you get kind of thing. But like I said, certain things, I'm like, I'd probably save. Again, those Black Friday sales. Usually when the sales are good. I don't know what they're doing for July 4th yet. We'll see. And they have a lot of sales. So those holiday sales are good. So like I said, I can wait, or unless it's something I really, really like. I ended up the Makeup by Mario. I'd gotten a sample. I was like, oh, this is nice, nice. But then I was like, it's warm. I'd only wear it like for 2 months of the year. I mean, it's a nice foundation, but I was like, I'm glad I didn't buy it, because I was like, there's no way I would wear this other than like December and January, because I think when I tried it was like December-ish. And I'm like, I'm not paying that much for foundation for something that I am not going to wear that often. Let me see what time it is now. Still have time. My nose is a little... just a little more. I don't know if you can see that. And probably when I go outside, it won't matter anyway, because my nose. Nothing stays on my nose. I don't, for some reason, like, when I first started wearing makeup, it stayed on my nose. So I'm like, what the hell was I using to get it to stay on my nose, but it won't stay on my nose now? And I have better techniques now. I like to think. Sometimes I'm like, I'm sorry, sometimes I'm just like, I don't know how y'all going out in this heat and your face looks great still. And y'all be out. And now I'm like, I have to run the AC in my car to where I'm going. And then I'm going to mix these two. And then actually I'm going to go in with this one towards the temple and then blend out with that one. And then they just still be looking perfect. I'm like, I don't know how. And I tapped it off my hand too. He's like, what? So I will probably be not the most fashionable person there. But I wanted to wear something I'd be comfortable in, which I'm wearing my Shaper Mint. I don't remember if I said that. So I'll be comfortable with that turning to the side, because straight on, I look awesome in that. Turn to the side, I'm like, yeah, that's stomach. That's stomach. I'm like, okay. And so, yeah. If it wasn't so hot, you can't, one of the girls was like, she's getting an itching to go hiking. We don't hike during the summer because it's hot. It's hot early. And so I told her, I'm like, they got medication for that. Because no. And then one of the girls was like, she's worried about heat stroke. I'm like, exactly. I've lived here longer than y'all. I'm like, you don't want to be those people on the news. Now, I'm not going to be there with you to be like, I told them. Or be the one that freaking dies or passes out from heat stroke or be rescued. That's no. So I'm going to orange shade 1. You'd say that's orange? Kind of looks orange, because this is more purplish. It goes with the red kind of, and this goes with the lighter one in the KVD. So somebody recommended this to me when I got the KVD. I mentioned I got it, and I was like, but I need something to set it with. They mentioned this palette, and it's been perfect. What's her name? G, such with a G. It's not Gloria, but it's something like that. So I haven't watched some of her videos recently. I'm like, I know she, and sometimes, you know, people don't post videos, so you forget. I think she's been busy. She has kids and she's married as well. You know, and she does it. It's like a hobby kind of thing, like it is for me. It's like it's not a full-time job. So it's like, if you're not in the mood to do it, why do it? Yeah. So I'm not trying to wear that longer than I need to. It's a good bra. Like I said, it's not all like 8 hours. I made the mistake and wore it once. What was I wearing to work for me to have been wearing it? And I think I wore 8 hours. And I was like, no. Yeah, I was done. Yeah. I don't remember what I was wearing. I think I was wearing a type of top. It was work appropriate, but it was still kind of sleeveless kind of thing. It was one of the kind of halter ones. So I kind of went like this, and then went like that kind of thing, which you can't wear a bra with. Or if I have a racerback one, but most of the straps still show right here. They don't ever go where all my halter tops happen to go. And so I'm still trying to figure it out, because it's a good bra, but I'm like, yeah. Okay, let's spray. I keep forgetting somebody said when you spray and then you're drying, don't move your face at all while doing so. Obviously, I moved my face. All right. So what I decided I'm going to start doing is when I powder afterwards, I've been using setting spray, but sometimes later I'll go in with this, and I'm like, to me, it's making my face look darker than it is. It's with the finishing powder, what have you, because it's not, it's a finishing powder. It's a face powder kind of. It's not setting powder where it either needs to be, where it's kind of translucent is what I'm trying to say. This is translucent, so it's not going to change the shades of anything I have on, which is why I usually use this after with that to dye down the shine. And then with this heat, all this is going to come together. I need to cut my nails, I know. But, and so I'm not putting anything left on this, and I'm kind of brushing it off actually, just to sweep off excess. That's it. Because pretty much I just put a transition color here, and then, yeah, it's literally all I used. Because I have such a red lip coming, looks like I'm not going to do nothing with my eyes, really. You know, neutral. Because they say neutral eye, and you're going to wear a red lip kind of thing. Which sometimes I listen, sometimes I don't. Just taking some of the bronzer, just kind of blending right here. That's all I'm doing. Okay. I remember I was going to do that. That's why I was like, why is this brush here? What I'm going to try. Okay, we're going to do it like this. So now you're not supposed to do that. I was trying to, some people can grab their lashes and hold them down where they do that, and I was trying to do that, but as you see, it was not successful. That was too much right there. It's too late for that. So this is gonna be a little thicker. So I know some of these fashion people probably will be a little more together than me. I also can't see when I do that, so that's why. Not mascara, but freaking eyeliner. So I'm gonna try with this, and if that doesn't work, I am going to get some makeup remover that I don't have out here. Like I said, luckily this eyeshadow is literally just one color. Yeah, it's not happening. So that works for mascara. I don't know if this works for this. It does. I just have to have patience. And there you go. So I'm going to take a little of this, what's left in here. And I know it's there and I can see it, but unless you all look at my face, you're not going to see it. I'm going to close this door back because they flushed the toilet. I can hear it. Just realize you can't see me. My face is very textury right now. And it was looking like that earlier, but I was swatching some foundations while I was in that store I was in earlier. And they were like, can't even tell you have makeup on at all. And I'm like, no, I'm having a good skin day. It was good. And then being out in that heat, yeah, will definitely change things. So we are using Pound Cake. And this one should be Bloodberry. I can't read it, but that should be the one that I picked out. Yeah, I moved some of them around, so I'm like, I don't know where I moved them. Why is this not opening? Okay. Okay, I haven't used this in a while, which I know I have used it recently, but I'm like, obviously not recent enough because I'm like, why is it kind of dry? So I'm like, I don't remember going on the dry. About came off. Yeah, I'm like, I think it's because I haven't used it in a while, so yes, on my teeth. I haven't, I guess, mixed it up enough recently, and I'm like, okay, it's been warm. But then it got liquidy like it usually is. So we'll see. Because I'm like, I know it's not old. I haven't had it that long. Okay, but I definitely have to wash my hands. And I was just thinking something else literally, and then I forgot. Oh, my teeth. I was like, no. And the thing is, even though I'm against brown lip liner with the liquid, even with the liquid one, I like how it kind of looks with it, even though I go completely over the brown liner with the red lipstick. So the earrings we are wearing, let me do something quick. Is there anything on here? I can't tell if there's anything on here. I don't think there's anything on there. I can't see it when, you know, the lights are on. Okay. So it's a little bit, but it's not bad at all. What time is it? Yeah, I need to leave soon. Okay, so let's put the earrings on. Wipe these ears. And then put the dress on. I should be leaving right now. So we'll be a little bit fashionably late. And these are simple and white to go with that. I'm trying to think if I had other ones. I could have worn these huge hoops. But no, these are perfect with that dress. For some reason, They're Not Like Us is in my head. Yes, I did hear it on radio earlier, but it's in my head right now. I don't know who the us is right now for me to be saying they're not like us. They're not like us. But yeah, let me go change and I'll be back. So that was the dress. I had to use the bathroom first because I wasn't with the dress on after I had to pull off shapewear. Yeah, so pretty much I'm trying not to drink anything for the next 2 hours. But luckily the shapewear is easy to get on up and down versus a bodysuit. That's the yellow dress I was talking about that I was going to wear. I have a Michael Kors bag. I got it from my mother. She gave it to me just randomly. Maybe last year, the year before, I don't know. I don't use it a lot. Usually I wear the Coach one, but that one's like over like that, and this one I just kind of carry like this little dainty kind of thing. So I am going to wear this one. Yeah. So I have a Michael Kors bag, but again, it was gifted to me. I did not pay for this. Mind you, when I go to TJ Maxx, I look at the Michael Kors bag, but always the lowest is usually like $100. And maybe one day, because some of them, but yeah, this was gifted to me. I'm going to use it. This is the occasion to wear it. So, when you just want a hand purse versus, I like the full strap, whatever kind of band kind of thing, but this is not the dress to go with, to have that going on. Now I would have wore it probably with the yellow dress as well. Okay, I'm rambling, trying to think anything else. No, that is it. So with that, I am going off to this event. I am not putting on lashes, I decided, and I'm hopefully gonna have a good time and have a conversation. Hopefully have a good conversation with at least a couple of people. So the goal, I'm an introvert. And I'm not antisocial, I'm kind of an introvert. So hopefully I'll have at least, let's say, 2 conversations with some people that I do not know. Hopefully I'll see somebody else I know. But otherwise, we're gonna say the goal is 2. It's not bad if I don't meet 2, that goal, but the goal is 2. If it's just 1, that's still a good deal. Yeah, me going to events, yeah. Okay, with that, have a good night, and this will be posted, I don't know when. So, okay.